Ladies and gentlemen, each year the Utah High School Activities Association has sponsored an international stage game to recognize those young people who have excelled in the classroom as well as in competition. The Deseret News has joined with the UHSAA as title sponsor for this prestigious award. Representing the Utah High School Activities Association is Executive Director Rob Cupp. He's joined by Mr. Jim Wood, Principal of Valley High School, representing Region 20 on the Activities Committee. Also joining us today is the Director of Baseball for the National Federation of High Schools, Mr. Elliot Hopkins, who will present the awards to these outstanding scholar athletes. Our recipients include, from Bryce Valley, Austin Brinkerhoff, Joshua Brinkerhoff, Tayton Leach. Representing Panguitch High School, Boston Engelstead, Sharon Frenson, Christopher Parkett, Luis Valenzuela. Representing Pinnacle, Remington Mott. From Tintic, Curtis Evans and Lawrence Whitney. These young men were selected to this team on the basis of their athletic ability and academic proficiency. It might interest you to know that the combined grade point average of this team is 3.974. Please join the Deseret News and the UHSAA in congratulating these young people with a warm round of applause. Congratulations. On behalf of the Utah High School Activities Association, welcome to Utah Valley University for the Les Schwab Tire Center's State 1A Baseball Tournament. Today's championship final features the Valley Buffaloes and the Panguitch Bobcats. And now let's meet the players, coaches, and umpires for today's game. First of all, for the visiting team, the Valley Buffaloes. The head coach of Valley is Joseph Sorensen. Assistant coach is Brooke Leach. Correction. Joseph Sorensen and assistant coaches are Marvin Hoyt, Lance Peterson, Lyle Golding, and Jim Hoyt. And now, here are the reserve players. Number 3, Spencer Cox. Number 6, Logan Dean. Number 8, Jack French. Number 9, Luke Hepworth. Number 13, Connor Chamberlain. Number 17, Ricky Bullock. Number 19, Cooper Esplin. Number 21, Ruger Reeve. And number 23, Carter Kenner. And now, here is the starting lineup for the Valley Buffaloes. Leading off is the pitcher, number 2, Spencer Garrett. Batting second is the second baseman, number 10, Casey Reck. Batting third is the third baseman, number 5, McLean Roundy. Batting fourth is the first baseman, number 12, Orrin Wood. Batting fifth is the shortstop, number 4, Danny Golding. Batting sixth is the center fielder, number 26, Cameron Franklin. Batting seventh is the left fielder, number 22, Gavin Hoyt. Batting eighth is the right fielder, number 7, Braxton Heaton. Batting ninth is the designated hitter, number 24, Brent Golding. And defensively, starting at catcher, number 25, Clay Cox. Ladies and gentlemen, the Valley Buffaloes. And now let's meet the players, coaches for the designated home team, the Panguitch Bobcats. The head coach of Panguitch is Raleigh Birmingham. Assistant coach is Brock Leach. The reserve players for the Bobcats, number 1, Dallas Engelstead. Number 3, Dakota Hatch. Number 4, Luis Valenzuela. Number 5, Riley Howell. Number 6, Jevon Savage. Number 7, Riker Hatch. Number 14, Zach Julander. Number 15, Hagen Miller. Number 25, Josh Holman. Number 30, Mark Sertonio. Number 31, Kyle Heaton. Number 33, Easton Torgerson. Number 34, Jaron Franzen. Number 41, Riley Sertonio. And number 53, Hunter Marshall. And now let's meet the starting lineup for the Panguitch Bobcats. Leading off and catching is number 24, Jace Ayer. Batting second is the center fielder, number 21, Parker Brinkerhoff. Batting third is the first baseman, number 22, Chris Parkin. Batting fourth is the third baseman, number 8, Boston Engelstead. Batting fifth is the shortstop, number 23, AC Orton. Batting sixth is the left fielder, number 9, Trevor Wolfley. Batting seventh is the pitcher, number 11, Remington Vater. Batting eighth is the right fielder, number 35, Dallin Torgerson. And batting ninth is the second baseman, number 2, Wiley Fawcett. Ladies and gentlemen, the Panguitch Bobcats. Introducing the umpires for today's game, Preston Norton, Jake Gordon, and Mike Soderberg. The principals for the two schools, the principal of Valley High School is Mr. Jim Wood, and the principal of Panguitch High School is Mr. Russ Torgerson. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please stand and face the American flag? At this very moment, members of the United States Armed Forces, including some from Utah communities, protect our freedom as we enjoy this game. We pause to honor those men and women and honor this nation. Please join us now as we listen to our national anthem. Thank you very much. Once again, welcome to this game from Les Schwab Tire Center, your partners in student activities.
Well, very good morning and welcome here to Brent Brown Ballpark on the campus of Utah Valley University. It's the 2017 1A State Baseball Championship game featuring the Valley Buffaloes and the Panguitch Bobcats. Great to be with everybody on a kind of a cool morning, but nothing but sun here at Brent Brown Ballpark in Orem, Utah. I'm Ryan Pickens as we get ready to settle in here for the 1A State Championship. Valley, the visiting team, they are getting ready to go. The Panguitch Bobcats just finished up their warm-up tosses on the mound, or just getting ready to conclude it here. Let's go ahead and give you the starting lineup. First for the visiting Valley Buffaloes, leading off will be the pitcher Garrett Spencer. The second baseman Casey Reck will hit in the 2 spot. McLean Roundy, the third baseman, hits third. Hitting cleanup will be the first baseman Orrin Wood. Batting fifth will be the shortstop Danny Golding. Cameron Franklin in center field hits 6th. Gavin Hoyt, the left fielder, hitting 7th. Braxton Heaton, the right fielder, hitting 8th. Brett Golding, the designated hitter, will bat 9th. And then rounding out the order and playing just defensively will be Clay Cox, who will get the start behind the plate for the Valley Buffaloes. Pitching today for Panguitch, it's going to be number 11, that is Remington Veeder, the right-hander, will get ready to go to work here as Valley is in the gray tops and gray pants this morning. Panguitch in the blue tops and the gray pants. We are just about set and ready to go, just past 11 a.m. as it is the pitcher Garrett Spencer standing in the box for Valley, and we are ready to go as the first pitch is over for a called strike, and it's no balls and a strike here on Garrett Spencer. We'll get the Panguitch defense for you momentarily as once again ready to go. Here's the 0-1 pitch on its way. The delivery comes inside. That one's grounded right to third. Engelstead up with it. His throw across the diamond in time, and there's quickly one away as Boston Engelstead, the third baseman, that ground ball there as Engelstead was playing a step or two in at the third base bag. He's able to find a way to quickly grab it and make the throw over to first in time. There's one away as it will be Casey Reck, the second baseman, to stand in from the left side of the plate. First pitch to Reck, a breaking ball that gets in there at the knees for a called strike, and it's no balls and a strike to count here on Reck. Defensively for Panguitch in the outfield, Trevor Loftley in center, or in left, Parker Brinkerhoff in center, and Dallin Torgerson in right. That one swung through and missed, and it's quickly no balls and 2 strikes. On the infield, Boston Engelstead at third. At shortstop, it will be A.C. Orton. At second, Wiley Fossen. The first baseman will be Christopher Parkin, and then Brady Iyer behind the plate, and that one gonna miss for a ball, and it's 1-2 the count here on Casey Reck. So settle in here for a little bit of some late morning, early afternoon baseball. The 1-2 pitch is gonna be hit through the left side. That's gonna fall for a base hit, and Valley has their first man on here in the morning as a base hit there for Casey Reck. And now McLean Roundy, the third baseman, will stand in here for Valley. These two teams have met twice already this season, Panguitch winning both of those matchups. Pitch on its way to Roundy. That one a fastball right in on the outside corner. It snowballs and a strike on the Valley third baseman. Semifinals being played yesterday, and there's a pickoff move diving back underneath the tag is the runner over at first, Casey Reck. The sun is out. It is a great morning for baseball here in early October. The 0-1 pitch, that one comes inside and tight, and evens the count up at 1-1. It may be today in Orem one of the warmest days that you're going to have here until the spring. It's going to set up to be, so far it's looking like it's going to be a great day throughout Utah Valley this afternoon. The 1-1 pitch, that one inside and tight, and the count moves to 2 balls and a strike here on McLean Roundy. Panguitch winning both of those games early on in the season. Back on August 23rd, beating Valley 6-4, the pickoff move, and getting back underneath the tag once again is Casey Reck. The second matchup came back in mid-September on the 13th. Panguitch pulled that one out by a final of 9-1. That pitch going to be lined through the right side for a base hit. And so Valley right off the bat getting a couple of runners on, a couple of base hits, working well as Reck and Roundy are on for back-to-back base hits, and now that's going to bring up the first baseman, Orrin Wood. So Wood will stand in here, looking to try to see if he can get something going here with one gone. If you're Valley, you can get a run across the board early. That would help give your pitcher a little bit of some momentum and confidence here at Brent Brown Ballpark in Orem. The pitch on its way, that one misses off the plate for a ball, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. The count here on Orrin Wood. Good sized crowd filling the stands here this morning. The 1-0 pitch right on the outside corner, and the count evens up at 1-1 here on the Valley first baseman, Orrin Wood. Infield, double play depth up the middle for the Panguitch Bobcats here, looking to try to see if they can turn 2 here in the early going. The 1-1 pitch right there, but just maybe missed a little low and outside, and it's 2-1 on Wood. It's a pitch that just missed off the plate there. It didn't miss by much, but not a bad pitch there to try to tease the hitter Wood into maybe chasing off the plate. Here's the 2-1 pitch on its way. That one's going to get to the backstop, and that will be a free 90 feet there for the runners on the base paths. That one just getting away there from Iyer behind the plate, and now it will make it 3-1 here on Wood. And right off the bat, Valley now does not need a base hit to get the run home. A fly ball to the outfielder, and Panguitch is going to bring the infield in early on. Here's the 3-1 pitch on its way, and that one's going to be fouled down the right field line. It's no balls and a strike. Or sorry, it's 3 balls and 2 strikes the count here on Orrin Wood. Generally, you wouldn't see the opposing team in the top of the first inning bring the infield in. So there's some dangers to that now, as you have to react a lot quicker. That one inside and tight and missed for, I believe, ball 4, and it's a walk, and now the bases are full for Valley with 1 out here in the top of the first. And Danny Golding now, the shortstop, will stand in. So Panguitch will keep the infield in, which will take away a likely double play opportunity. Golding stands in with a slightly open stance, and the fastball misses high for ball 1. It's 1 ball and no strikes to count on Danny Golding. Lots of outfield here at Brent Brown Ballpark. If you've never seen a game from here, that one missing high for a ball. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Deep left center field, the corner out there that you'll see throughout the ball game is it goes all the way out to about 427. The 2-0 pitch is going to be in there at the knees for a called strike, and it's 2-1 the count. The gaps here are deep into right center field and deep left center field. So you can play in a little bit more, I think, on the corners, and that one in there for a called strike, and it evens the count up at Golding, 2 balls and 2 strikes. So you do have to be careful, however, of a ball that gets hit well to center field. Not a lot of wind today as well. The 2-2 pitch. Swung out and missed. Strike three, a big strikeout there for Veter, and there's 2 away here in the inning. His first strikeout of the afternoon. And with 2 gone, it will bring up the center fielder, Cameron Franklin. So Franklin now stands in with the bases full, and Valley here in a big opportunity does not want to strand the bases loaded with less than 2 outs. Trying to come up with a clutch base hit. There's a breaking ball, swung out and missed, and it's 0-1. That pitch coming in high and tight and just swinging through it. And it's 0-1, the count on Cameron Franklin. Here's the 0-1 pitch, kicks and comes home. That one right there, low and outside for a ball. And the count evens up here at 1-1 on Cameron Franklin. Valley with the bases loaded. It's Reck at third, Roundy at second, Wood over at first. And the pitch in there for a called strike. And it's 1-2 the count now on Franklin. Top of the first inning, no score here at Brent Brown Ballpark in Orem, Utah, in the 2017 Class 1A State Baseball Championship game. The 1-2 pitch on its way inside and tight, and it hits Franklin. That will bring in a run. It's 1-0 Valley. So Franklin didn't need to swing the bat there to get the run home as he gets hit by a pitch, and not the one thing you want to do there if you're Panguitch. You're a little more okay in that situation if the hitter earns it via a hit. But if you walk a guy or you hit a guy in that position, it puts you in a lot bigger of a hole here. Still 2 down. The first pitch is taken there for a called strike to the left fielder, Gavin Hoyt. 1 run in for the Buffaloes here in the top of the first inning. They have 2 hits already here in the inning. That one missing high for a ball, and the count evens up at 1-1. Roundy running over at third. It's Wood running at second. And Cameron Franklin, who just got hit by a pitch, he's running over at first, not being held on. The 1-1 pitch is going to be fouled back to the screen, and we'll do the 1-2 pitch over again. By not holding on to Cameron Franklin, he can get about another step or 2 lead over at first base. Up the middle, kind of playing normal depth. However, at third base, Boston Engelstead playing even with the bag. The 1-2 pitch on its way home, and that one swung out and missed. Strike 3, a big strikeout there for Veter, and that will end the inning. But Valley gets the first run of the ball game. They load the bases. They only get 1 on the hit by the hit batsman at the end of a half inning. It's Valley 1. The Panguitch Bobcats coming up, looking to answer with a run after the break here on KSL.com and DeseretNews.com.
Leading on for the Panguitch Bobcats is the catcher, number 24, Chase Air.
First pitch outside and misses there to Jace Iyer, the catcher, to lead it off here in the the bottom of the first inning. Ready to go again. The 1-0 pitch misses off the plate for ball 2, and it's quickly 2 balls and no strikes on Jace Ayer, the catcher. 2-0 pitch misses high, ball 3, and it's 3-0 the count here. And right off the bat, the right-hander for Valley, Garrett Spencer, having a tough time finding the strike zone. The 3-0 pitch, that one's going to be in there for a called strike, and the count moves to 3-1 on Ayer, the catcher. Here's the 3-1 pitch on its way home. That one in there for a call. Nope, they're going to say ball 4. The home plate umpire, I thought, started to move his hand for a call of strike as Ayer started to go down the first baseline. And Parker Brinkerhoff now will come to the plate. So a leadoff walk puts the first man on for Panguitch here in the bottom of the first inning as Parker Brinkerhoff, the center fielder, takes a breaking ball in there on the outside corner for a called strike. And it's going to be 0-1 on Brinkerhoff. Brinkerhoff right now looking to try to see if Panguitch can get that run back that they gave up in the top of the first inning. The 0-1 pitch off the plate with the fastball, and the count evens up at 1-1. The 1A state tournament here in Utah, a single elimination tournament. The 1-1 pitch is going to be swung on and hit by Brinkerhoff. Popped up here on the third base side. Coming in and falling, and the ball falls right behind him is McLean Roundy, who came in and just kind of overran the baseball right there as it kind of sliced back there on him, and it's going to be 1-2. So getting new life there will be the center fielder Parker Brinkerhoff. Running over at first base is the catcher for Panguitch. Jace Ayer gets his lead. That one's going to be swung on and hit in high on the infield again. The first baseman this time, Wood, is there. He'll make the catch, and there's one gone. Good job by Orrin Wood there. It's a bright sun. The sky today is this light blue color. There's a few kind of spotted clouds, but nothing really in the vicinity of the playing field. As the pitch is swung on and fouled away there by Christopher Parkin, the first baseman. It's 0-1 on Parkin. So sometimes when you get that clear blue sky like you have today, you can lose the ball easily. The sun also kind of comes into a play on a day like today. The 0-1 pitch to Parkin. That one's going to be grounded short. This could be 2. Golding goes to rec for 1. The relay turned to first, stretching, and they didn't get him. A great stretch by Orrin Wood as he kind of does the splits there, trying to come up with the baseball, but they're going to say, I believe, that Parkin beat it out. So they do get the lead runner, get the second out of the inning right there. And a good turn by Valley. However, right there, it just wasn't in time to get Parkin, and with 2 outs, it brings up the third baseman, Boston Inglestead. The first pitch in there for a called strike. The rest of the Panguitch lineup, A.C. Orton, the shortstop, hits in the 6th spot. Trevor Laughley, the left fielder, hitting 6th. Remington Veeder there's her ground ball hit right to short. They'll go to second there to get the lead runner, and the inning is over. So at the end of 1 here from Brent Brown Ballpark, it is the Valley Buffaloes 1, the Panguitch Bobcats 0. We head to the second here on KSL.com and DeseretNews.com. It's the 2017 1A Utah State Baseball Championship game here on KSL.com and DeseretNews.com.
After 1 complete inning, the score is Valley 1 and Panguitch 0. Les Schwab, over 60 years, and we're still saying it. If we can't guarantee it, we won't sell. Today's event is being streamed live online and will be available for replay at any time at live.ksl.com. 7, Braxton Heaton.
Braxton Heaton, the right fielder, will stand in to lead it off here for Valley, as it will bring up 8-9 and back to the top of the order for Valley here in the second inning. It's 1-0 Valley here at Brent Brown Ballpark, a winner-take-all game here in the 1A State Baseball Championship. The pitch on its way to Heaton is going to be swung out and missed. No balls and a strike here on Braxton Heaton. Heaton getting the start this morning in right field for Valley. Veeder ready to go. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one's going to be grounded to short. Charging on it is Orton. He's up with it. The throw across the diamond is going to be in time, and they get the first out of the inning. So a good ground ball right up the middle. A nice job by A.C. Orton there, the shortstop, to get to it quickly and make the good throw across the diamond. And with one gone, brings up the 9-hole hitter, Brett Golding, the DH. The pitch to Golding there is a breaking ball. It just never breaks back across the corner of the plate for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes here on Brett Golding, the DH. Here's the 1-0 pitch on its way. Swung out and missed, and the count evens up here at 1 ball and 1 strike. Pitchers working quick here this afternoon. The 1-1 pitch swung out and missed, and it's 1-2 on Brett Golding. The both pitchers, Garrett Spencer and Remington Veeder, both are not waiting much time in between. That one's going to miss low for a ball. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes to count here on the DH, Brett Golding. Valley got the second hitter on in the top of the first inning. The 2-2 pitch on its way, swung out and missed, strike 3. And there's 2 gone here in the inning. Third strikeout for Veeder on the night, or here in the morning, I should say. And now it will bring up Garrett Spencer. Spencer 0 for 1, grounded out to third, and his only at bat hit a rocket shot over there towards the third baseman for Panguitch, Boston Ingolstadt, at that first pitch. Misses for a ball, 1-0. And Ingolstadt's been playing in. He's been playing even with the bag, which I think made that ground ball that he fielded a little more impressive playing in. That one swung out and missed, and it evens the count up at 1-1. Because Ingolstadt had to quickly field it, and it was hit pretty hard. And Ingolstadt just got the glove down, kept it in front of him, made a good throw across the diamond. And that one's going to be lifted into center field. It'll be just a low line drive for a base hit. And the pitcher there for Valley, Garrett Spencer, helping his own cause there with a base hit. And with two gone, the man on here, and Casey Reck, the second baseman, will stand in. Reck 1 for 1, had a hit in his first at bat, a single, and then came around to score the lone run of the ball game for both teams to give Valley at the time, and still holds that 1-0 lead. The pitch swung on, popped up. Engelstedt off with the hat. He goes over towards the dugout, reaches, kind of tries to underhand it as he approaches the railing of the dugout and couldn't come up with it. So it will be a foul ball, and it's 0-1 to strike. 0-1 the count on Reck, the second baseman. Infield back here for Panguitch. The first baseman, Parkin, holding the runner, Garrett Spencer, over at first. Pitch on its way. There's a line drive, one hopper right to short. Fielded, and Orton will take it to second to touch the bag, and the inning's over. We head to the bottom of the second here at Brent Brown Ballpark. Valley 1, Panguitch 0. The 2017 Class 1A Utah State Baseball Championship game on KSL.com and DeseretNews.com. AC Orton will stand in to lead it off the bottom of the second inning for Panguitch. So it'll be AC Orton, Trevor Loffley, and then Remington Veter, the pitcher, coming up. The first pitch there, the slow breaking ball that just misses off the plate for a ball. It's 1-0 the count here on the shortstop, AC Orton. Ready to go once again. The 1-0 pitch misses away with the fastball. It's 2-0 the count here on AC Orton. Orton standing in with that slight open stance. The 2-0 pitch, he swings, hits this one out to right center field, but coming over, getting under it, making the catch is Heaton in right, and it's one gone here in the bottom of the second inning. Braxton Heaton there, getting there into the right center field gap, and did a nice job there playing in, was able to quickly run this one down, and with one gone, the first pitch is going to be swung on and hit down the left field line. Going over towards the corner, it's going to be a foul ball at the very last second as Trevor Loffley got into that one pretty good. It's only 305 feet down the left field line. The lines here at Brent Brown Ballpark play rather shallow. 305 directly down the left field line. It's 312 directly from home plate down the right field line. The 0-1 pitch in there, a fastball that catches the low and outside corner. And it's 0-2 the count here on Trevor Loffley. The 0-2 pitch ready to come again. This one not very different, but just maybe missed a little more outside. It's 1-2 on Loffley. The 1-2 pitch on its way, swung out, a miss, strike three. Loffley down on strikes. The first strikeout for Garrett Spencer on the morning, and there's two gone. And Remington Veter, the pitcher, will stand in. Veter will hit here from the right side. The pitch on its way. Fastball right on the outside corner. This one's in there for a called strike. It's 0-1. Veter here will look to help his own cause. Right on the outside corner. This one's in there for a called strike. And it's 0-2 the count. Garrett Spencer's been able to hit with that breaking ball on both sides of the plate. That one, a fastball, and he thought he had it. Garrett Spencer and a couple of the Valley Buffaloes were getting ready to walk towards the dugout there. Here's the 1-2 pitch on its way, and this one's going to be kind of chopped towards second. Going to be a tough play. Quickly with the transition to the glove is Reck. He makes the throw in time to first, and that ends the inning. At the end of two complete here from Brent Brown Ballpark, it's Valley 1, Panguitch 0. You're watching the 2017 Class 1A Utah State Baseball Championship game on KSL.com and DeseretNews.com.
The Deseret News sponsors the team trophies for all UHSAA championships. Deseret News Awards presentation will be held immediately following today's game.
Top of the third inning, getting ready to start here at Brent Brown Ballpark in Orem, Utah. Valley Buffaloes third baseman McLean Roundy will lead it off, and the first pitch missing for a ball. It's 1-0 the count here on McLean Roundy. Roundy with one of the three hits this morning for Valley, and the pitch comes inside, a breaking ball that McLean just kind of has to back out of the way of, and the count will move to 2-0 here on McLean. McLean Roundy, Orrin Wood, Danny Golding coming up, 3, 4, and 5 for the Valley Buffaloes here in the top of the third inning. The 2-0 pitch on its way home, and this one's right there for a called strike at the knees, and the count moves to 2-1 here on McLean Roundy. Here's the 2-1 pitch on its way, and that one bounces in there. A good block behind the plate by Air, and it's 3-1, the count here on McLean Roundy. Roundy with a big open stance in the batter's box, and the 3-1 pitch on its way. That one's gonna miss for ball 4. That one, I guess, missing just above the belt, and Valley has the leadoff man on here in the third inning. Second time this morning that McLean Roundy's been on, and now it brings up Orrin Wood. Vader's second walk of the ball game. Ready to go. The pitch is going to be ground ball. This one's going to be a chopper over into left field for a base hit up over Boston Ingolstead, who just couldn't quite get there. The ball just took a high chopping bounce, and so Valley now has runners on at first and second. Nobody out in the inning, and Danny Golding, the shortstop, will come to the plate, and now for the first time we may see here how head coach Joseph Sorensen wants to play here with nobody out, runners on first and second. We may see some sort of sacrifice bunt look from Danny Golding just to see if you can move those runners into scoring position with less than 2 out. Golding's going to swing, and he swings through that one. It kind of looks like foul tips into the glove for a called strike. And it's 0-1 the count here on Golding. Nobody out, top of the third inning. 1-0 Valley, and the Buffaloes threatening again here in the third with runners on at first and second. The 0-1 pitch on its way home. Golding pops this one up, but I think this one's going to get foul, and it's 0-2 the count here on Golding. Panguitch in the blue tops and gray pants. The Valley Buffaloes being the visiting team today. They're in the gray tops and gray pants with kind of a black and orange look. No balls and 2 strikes the count. Ready to go on the mound is Vader, the right-hander. That one swung out and missed, strike 3. And Remington Vader has his 4th strikeout of the morning. And with 1 gone, here is Cameron Franklin, the center fielder. Franklin was up back in the first inning with the bases loaded and got hit by a pitch that brought home the game's only run. Pitch on its way to Franklin. That one low and in the dirt for a ball, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. The count here on Cameron Franklin. McLean Roundy, the third baseman, running on at second base. It's Orrin Wood running at first for the Valley Buffaloes. Here's the 1-0 pitch on its way. That one low and in the dirt again. A good stop behind the plate. And it's 2 balls and no strikes on Cameron Franklin. The outfield playing pretty kind of medium here. Kind of, well, I mean, for 1A baseball, I guess pretty kind of straight up all the way around here. That one's fouled back by Franklin. It's 2 balls and a strike. The infield up the middle, double play depth. The corner, Boston Ingolstead, as he's kind of done all morning so far, playing just even with that third base bag. And it's a 2-ball, 1 strike count on Cameron Franklin. The pitch on its way, missing outside ball 3. And it's 3 balls and a strike. Valley loaded the bases in the first, only was able to get the 1 run across. The Buffaloes have left 4 runners on base here in the early going of this one. The 3-1 pitch, swung out and missed. The runners take off. The throw to third to try to get him. Not going to be in time. Getting in under the tag is McLean Roundy. Moving up to second on the play is Orrin Wood. And now Valley threatening here big time with less than 2 outs. Runners on second and third. And Cameron Franklin at the plate here has the count. It's gone full. First base is open. So if you're Panguitch, a walk doesn't kill you, but the infield coming in here for the Bobcats. The 3-2 pitch on its way home. That one's popped up. This one will go foul as it will hit off the rooftop here at Brent Brown Ballpark, and the count goes to 3-2. Panguitch bringing that infield in. They're going to try 3-2 pitch. Is going to be popped up. This one over towards first. It's Parkin going to give it a look, but it's going to get about 7 rows deep down just over the Valley dugout down the first base side. The Buffaloes is the visiting team having the first base dugout. Panguitch over in the third base dugout. In the top of the third inning, 1 run already in for Buffalo. The pitch on its way is going to be grounded right to short. Their throw to the plate is going to skip past and skip up into the air. The runners now will both move up as the catcher, Iyer, just kind of nonchalantly going to the baseball, and Valley gets their second run of the ball game there across as McLean Roundy comes in to score. And Gavin Hoyt, the left fielder, will hit here with still 1 gone and the bases loaded here in the fourth. Or here in the top of the third, I mean. Panguitch will once again bring the infield in. Runners just kind of all trade places. And the pitch on its way. That one's a low liner into right field. That's going to fall in front of Torgerson. 1 run will score. The relay throw won't be in time as scoring is Wood and Franklin. And Valley has opened this one up to a 4-0 lead here in the third. Hoyt just getting that one to fall. A nice base hit there. Heads up move by Cameron Franklin on the base paths when the throw came to the plate on the previous hitter and the ball skipped up into the air. Cameron Franklin wasted no time leaving first and sprinting for second. And there on the base hit, that becomes huge because Franklin was able to score. And it's 4-0 lead. The pitch misses high for a ball there to the right fielder, Braxton Heaton. Heaton is 0 for 1. He grounded out to short, his only at bat. Panguitch now with the runner over at first will move back as Heaton will roll that one foul over towards the third base coach's box, and it's going to even the count up at 1-1. So Valley, the Buffaloes, able to get 3 across here in the third, still only with 1 gone in the top of the third inning. Here's the 1-1 pitch on its way. A fastball stays high, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Valley last won a state championship. You have to go back to the 2014-2015 school year when Valley won the 1A state championship. Panguitch last won a state championship in 13-14. That one's right on the outside corner and evens the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes here on Braxton Heaton. Ready to go from the stretch, the 2-2 pitch on its way, and Heaton swings through it and misses, strike 3. So a big strikeout there for Vader, as Vader gets the 5th strikeout of the morning, and now Brett Golding, the designated hitter, will come to the plate. Golding, in fact, we're gonna have a pinch hitter. It's gonna be number 13 for Valley hitting. It's going to be Connor Chamberlain, a freshman, who will come in and hit in this position. So Chamberlain to hit. Here for Golding here in the third. They'll get the righty versus righty matchup. Interesting because if I remember correctly, Brett Golding, a left-handed hitter. Generally, you like that right versus left matchup. And that one in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1 here on Chamberlain. No balls and 1 strike, 2 gone here in the top of the third inning. The 0-1 pitch misses high with the breaking ball and evens the count up at 1 ball and 1 strike. What this will do here is it puts Panguitch in a much bigger hole, being now down 4-0. Heading to the bottom of the third. The good news is there's still plenty of times left, plenty of outs to work with as the 1-1 pitch misses for a ball, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Panguitch in the bottom of the third inning will have Torgerson, Fossen, and then back to the top of the lineup with Iyer. Here's the pitch, swung out a miss. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. The count here on Connor Chamberlain. Chamberlain hitting for Brett Golding here in the third. Running over at first base, Gavin Hoyt doesn't really have much of a lead. Maybe half a step or so. The 2-2 pitch misses low ball 3, and the count goes 3 balls and 2 strikes. Hoyt, when he takes his lead, you often will see a runner take it pretty even with the bag and allow a chance to dive back. Hoyt, however, is taking it a little bit deeper lead, and there's the pickoff move. Hoyt's back standing. Hoyt only about a step, maybe 2 off the bag, and then also taking it more kind of back, more towards where you would generally see a first baseman play. Hoyt there taking off with a pitch. That one misses. Ball 4, and so now Valley with runners on at first and second, with Gavin Hoyt moving up there as he was taking off with the count full. Chamberlain draws the walk, and now the 8th man to come to the bat here in the inning is going to be Garrett Spencer. Spencer 1 for 2, has grounded out to third and also singled back in the second. As we'll have a brief stoppage of play, I think a conversation right now going on between Coach Birmingham for Panguitch right here, trying to make sure that the starting pitcher for Panguitch, Remington Beater, is making sure his mind is right on the mound. The tough part about pitching in a state championship game, and I've been able to call quite a bit of them over the last 3 years, whether at just various levels between 1 and what was previously the 5A classification here in Utah. It's not uncommon, and the pitch comes in. That one's stopped, and good stop behind the plate by Air. It's 1 ball and no strikes. The count here on Garrett Spencer. It's not uncommon to see a starting pitcher struggle, maybe in the first inning or 2, kind of kick off some of the rust a little bit, maybe get some of the nerves out. Most importantly, the 1-0 pitch misses high ball 2. It's 2 balls and no strikes. But it kind of gets concerning as a coach when that starts to go longer and deeper into the ball game. 2 balls and no strikes. The pitch on its way is going to miss for ball 3, and now it's 3 balls and no strikes. When you start to get in the 3rd or 4th inning and you've given up some runs, it's harder to kind of chip back in the ball game when you're working with less outs. The 3-0 pitch on its way inside and tight, ball 4, and the bases are loaded for Valley, and they will send the 9th man to the plate here in the 3rd inning. That will put Gavin Hoyt at 3rd. Chamberlain moves to 2nd, and it will be Casey Reck, the 2nd baseman, to hit. Reck has singled and scored a run and hit into a fielder's choice. The pitch, fastball, misses high for a ball, and it's 1-0 the count here on Reck. 1 ball and no strikes, the count. The pitch on its way. That one's going to skip to the backstop. And coming in to score will be Gavin Hoyt. It's 5-0 Valley here in the top of the 3rd inning. On the wild pitch, that one I don't think the catcher, Connor Ayer, had much of a chance to try to keep that one in front of him. And that one just skipping out in front of home plate. That one was put in the other batter's box, and a good attempt there, but that one just getting to the backstop. And Valley right now taking advantage of some of the miscues on wild pitches and batters being hit by the pitch. 2nd time they've scored tonight, or this morning, in that kind of a situation. Reck will pull that 2-0 pitch foul, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Valley scored back in the 1st inning on a hit by pitch when Cameron Franklin was hit by a pitch. I want to say they scored earlier in the ball game on something similar. There's a line drive right to first, and it's gloved, however, by Parkin at first, and the inning is over. But the damage is done. Valley scores 4 in the top of the 3rd inning. We head to the bottom of the 3rd inning at Brent Brown Ballpark. It's Valley 5, Panguitch 0. You're watching the 2017 Class 1A Utah State Baseball Championship game on KSL.com and DeseretNews.com. So Dallin Torgerson will stand in to lead it off for the bottom of the third inning. 8-9-1 coming up for Panguitch, and right now the Bobcats trying to find a way to chip back into this one. The first pitch missing inside for ball one on Dallin Torgerson. Torgerson, then Fossen, and back to the top of the lineup with Air. That one missing for a ball. And it's 2-0 the count here on Torgerson. Garrett Spencer, the 2-0 pitch on its way as Torgerson swings through it. 2-1. Garrett Spencer hasn't been overly dominant in this ball game. Doesn't have a ton of strikeouts. He's just really pitched to contact and has gotten the outs he's needed. The 2-1 pitch misses for ball three. It's 3-1 the count here on Torgerson. What could help Panguitch out, I think, here would be getting a couple of men on base early. That one swung out and missed, as that one looked like it was cutting out of the strike zone. And it's 3-2 here on Torgerson. Infield back here for Valley. The 3-2 pitch on its way home. Swung out and missed. Strike three. The second strikeout for Garrett Spencer. And with one gone here in the third, it will bring up Wiley Fossen, the second baseman. So Fossen ready to go. A straight up stance in the batter's box as the pitch. Fossen there again chases the breaking ball that breaks out of the strike zone. It's 0-1 on Fossen. The outfield playing rather shallow here for Valley. The 0-1 pitch, that one comes right in and hits the lower outside corner. And it's quickly 0-2 the count here on Fossen. The 0-2 pitch on its way home. Breaking ball is going to be fouled down the line, and we'll do the 0-2 pitch over again. Here as it's 0-2 here on Wiley Fossen. Ready to go here. The pitch on its way. A fastball off the plate for a ball. It's 1-2 the count here on Wiley Fossen. Ready to go here. The pitch comes home. The 1-2 pitch. Fossen pops this one up into shallow right field. Coming in, the going out is the second baseman, however. Reck who will run it down. There's 2 outs. 3 players there. It was Wood, Reck, and then also Heaton, the right fielder, came running in. And the pop-up was hit just a few steps off into the outfield grass. And Jace Ayer stands in, takes the first pitch on the outside corner, and it's 0-1 the count on Ayer. Ayer walked and then got retired on a ground out. The 0-1 pitch is missing for a ball, and it evens the count up at 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch on its way. Breaking ball is going to be fouled away, and it's 1-2 the count on the Panguitch catcher. Infield back here for Valley here in the bottom of the third inning. The 1-2 pitch on its way. Fastball right there, but just must have missed maybe low and a little outside. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes the count here on Ayer. The 2-2 pitch. That one misses and goes all the way to the backstop. Ball 3. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes. That might have just been a case where Garrett Spencer just kind of overthrew a little bit there. So we're in the bottom of the third inning, a 5-0 lead for Valley. 3-2 pitch. That one misses high, ball 4. So the Panguitch catcher, Jace Ayer, draws his second free pass of the ball game and gets a base runner on with 2 gone, and that will bring up Parker Brinkerhoff. Brinkerhoff popped out to the first baseman, Orrin Wood, in his only plate appearance here of the morning. The pitch on its way. That one's going to be popped up by Brinkerhoff. This one hit into center field, taking a few steps back. Getting under it is Franklin, who makes the catch, and the inning is over. So once again, Panguitch gets a runner on, but they strand him. We head to the 4th inning. It's Valley 5, Panguitch 0. It is the 2017 Class 1A Utah State Baseball Championship game on KSL.com and DeseretNews.com. So McLean Roundy stands in to get ready to lead it off for the Valley Buffaloes, who dropped both of the regular season meetings with Panguitch, but right now is leading this one by a score of 5-0 as we start the fourth inning. And the first pitch to McLean Roundy inside and tight for a ball. It's 1 ball and no strikes. McLean Roundy has a single back in the first and then walked in the third and came around to score. Last inning, the pitch is going to be swung on. This one's a line drive shot to left field for a base hit. McLean Roundy is aboard here to start the fourth inning for the Valley Buffaloes. Second hit for McLean Roundy, and now that brings up the first baseman, Orrin Wood. Wood was walked and singled in his last at bat back in the third. It was the same part of the lineup that's got that 4-run inning started. That one's hit well to center field, sending the center fielder back. He's going to run out of space. It's all the way to almost the warning track. Roundy's going to get the green light around third. He will score with ease. It's 6-0 Valley here in the fourth on an RBI double from Orrin Wood. Third time that Orrin Wood has been aboard here in the fourth inning, and that's the dangerous part about center field here at Brent Brown Ballpark. It's a lot of space if a ball gets over your head, and right there, that one just sent Parker Brinkerhoff back, and Brinkerhoff just ran out of real estate before he could get there. And there they'll just look the runner back to second base as Orrin Wood gets back. So here's Danny Golding, the shortstop, 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. The pitch on its way. This one he pops up, but this one will get to the netting behind home plate, and he no balls and a strike. They used to here at Brent Brown Ballpark. They had the netting in front of the playing surface. The 0-1 pitch is going to be lined this one up the middle to short. Back on it is the shortstop. The long throw, however, and just keeping the foot on the bag there was the first baseman Parkin. A good throw from Orton, but Christopher Parkin at first almost pulled his foot off the bag. That will move Orrin Wood down to third, but a big first out of the inning needed. And here's Cameron Franklin. Franklin ready to go. The pitch on its way. A breaking ball, swung out and missed. It's no balls and a strike. Brent Brown Ballpark generally here for Utah Valley baseball and some of the other times of the year, they have a protective netting that Franklin there fouls this one back to the screen. As you see a ball come in and hit the first row, the netting used to run from where it goes kind of vertical, then it would run up almost to the almost to the roof here. I don't know if they took it out for the minor league team in the summer as Franklin hits this one down the left field line. It is going to be foul, they're going to say at the last minute here, and that will bring Franklin back to the batter's box. That's the second time we've seen a Valley hitter take advantage of that short porch down the left field line and almost got a double down in the corner that would have extended the lead out to 7-0 as Panguitch will start to get a right-hander warming up down in the bullpen. It appears to be Jaron Fransden, number 34, as the 0-2 pitch misses low and inside for a ball, and it's 1-2. So it'll be interesting to see if that's a permanent change, but one thing it does if you're sitting behind home plate as Franklin pulls this one foul down the line, it's 1-2. Or even if you're sitting down that first or third baselines now, you have to be a little more attentive for some kind of a foul ball coming into the stands. That protective netting used to protect that. There was just a little bit of gap between the roof and where that netting would stop. The 1-2 pitch on its way. Franklin pulls this one foul down the third baseline, and it's 1-2. We'll have that pitch come again. But I haven't been in this ballpark since we were last together for the 4A and 5A state championship games. Back in late May, the 1-2 pitch, that was going to be bounced up the middle and into center field for a base hit. That will score the runner from third, Orrin Wood. And Valley has pulled up now to a 7-0 lead here in the fourth inning. Give Cameron Franklin an RBI single on that. As that's kind of the disadvantage to playing the infield in, trying to cut the run down, is you now have an opportunity there where that kind of a ball is a routine ground out. if you're back, but if you're playing up, you have to get there a lot quicker. And I think we're going to have a pitching change here at Brent Brown Ballpark. A discussion going on here at the mound. This one's been all Valley. The Buffaloes have found a way early and often to get all the hits that they've needed, especially to get those hits when they've needed them. And they've done a great job of taking advantage of a couple of miscues on the mound by Panguitch. And those miscues from the pitcher spot for Panguitch, if you're Vader, it's just came at kind of the wrong time. Vader's had a couple of pitches go to the backstop with runners on base, walks a couple of guys that loaded the bases, hit a guy with the bases loaded. Generally, those aren't things that are going to come back to really hurt you very bad. But in a situation with the bases loaded and with some of those situations, it has come back to hurt him this morning. And the pitch in there for a called strike on Gavin Hoyt. Hoyt has struck out and then singled in the third and came around to score a run. 0-1 pitch on its way, and Hoyt, with the runner taking off, fouls this one back and off the roof, and it's 0-2 the count here on Gavin Hoyt. Cameron Franklin running over at first base for the Valley Buffaloes, wearing the visiting gray tops and gray pants here this morning. The pickoff move, and getting back underneath the tag is Franklin. Panguitch, the home team in this one, wearing the blue tops and the gray pants. As Fransden continues to get loose down in the bullpen here for Panguitch. The 0-2 pitch, this one off the glove into the backstop. That will move the runner up an additional 90 feet as Cameron Franklin will advance. That one was a good attempt by Iyer there to keep that one in front of him, but it just went right off his glove and rolled to the backstop, and it's 1-2 the count. From the stretch, ready to go. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That one's going to be lifted into shallow center field. Running in on it, making the catch in center field is Parker Brinkerhoff for the second out of the inning. A much-needed second out right there if you're Panguitch. And now that will bring up the right fielder, Braxton Heaton. The right-hander, Fransden's now gone to the mound to start down in the Panguitch bullpen, so I would think there's probably a good chance that he's going to be ready to go here momentarily, but they probably want to try to get the right-hander here, Vader, out of the inning. The pitch on its way is swung on by Heaton and fouled away, and it's no balls and a strike here on Braxton Heaton. Heaton 0 for 2 here for Valley this morning. Panguitch will play the infield back deep here with 2 gone in the inning. Pitch on its way, a breaking ball. This one stays about letter high on Heaton, and it evens the count up at 1 ball, 1 strike. Valley scoring 1 in the first, 4 in the third, and then 2 here in the fourth to really kind of open this one up. The 1-1 pitch swung on a miss. Runner takes off for third. The throw knocked down by the third baseman. In this case, it's Boston Ingolstead, but getting in there is right there. Ingolstead tries to apply the late tag, but the runner there, Cameron Franklin, was on the bag. He came off the bag, I think, when he slid through, and Ingolstead did the heads-up thing and tried to apply the tag, but when he applied the tag, he was back on the bag, and I think he tried to apply it again, thinking the foot came off. So now runner at third here with 2 gone. Ingolstead holding the runner at third. The pitch is going to be hit into right center field, coming over, diving, and making the catch in right field is Torgerson. A big play right there to keep the run off the board. We had to wait for the first base umpire to make the call, but the damage is done again. Buffalo adds 2, or sorry, not Buffalo. Valley adds 2 here in the fourth. We head to the bottom of the fourth inning. It's Valley 7, Panguitch 0. You're watching the 2017 Class 1A Utah State Baseball Championship game on KSL.com and DesretNews.com.
Parkin.
Panguitch trying to get something going here in the bottom of the fourth inning as Christopher Parkin stands in. The breaking ball misses away for a ball, and it's 1-0 the count on Parkin. It will be Parkin, Boston Ingolstadt, and then A.C. Orton coming up. And the 1-0 pitch misses low for a ball, and it's quickly 2-0 the count here on Christopher Parkin. Parkin 0 for 1, hit into a fielder's choice, and that one's going to be rolled over towards third. Plays the in-between hop, a good throw across the diamond in time. There's one away. Nice job by McLean Roundy there to play the difficult hop and make a good throw in time to get Parkin, and there's one gone here in the fourth. So Ingolstadt, the third baseman, stands in. He hit into a fielder's choice himself back in. That ended the first inning. Ingolstadt ready to go. The first pitch is a fastball that misses high for a ball. It's 1 ball and no strikes to count here on Boston Ingolstadt. Infield back here for Valley, and the 1-0 pitch on its way. That one's going to be chopped over to third again. Roundy up with it, makes another good throw. Perfect, hits the first baseman between the letters. And there's 2 gone here in the fourth.
Shortstop.
So A.C. Horton, the shortstop, will stand in. Orton, I'm sorry, is 0 for 1. He popped out to right in his only plate appearance of the morning for Panguitch. Pitch on its way, a breaking ball. It settles on the outside corner. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Just past noon here in Orem. As the 1-0 pitch comes on its way, that one missing low for a ball. It's 2 balls and no strikes to count here on Orton. Panguitch trying to get something going offensively. The 2-0 pitch is there for a called strike, and it's 2-1. As Garrett Spencer's really been in control here on the mound, working very quick. The 2-1 pitch is going to be swung on, hit out into left field. Coming over, that one is going to fall for a base hit. The first hit of the ball game for Panguitch, coming here with 2 outs in the fourth inning. As a nice job there, a big base hit for A.C. Horton to keep the inning alive, and now it will bring up the left fielder, Trevor Laughley. Laughley 0 for 1, struck out back in the second inning. Laughley, though, hit a ball down the left field line, hit it pretty deep. And the ball just went foul as it got about to that 305 marker. That one in there missed for a ball. It's 1-0 the count here on Laughley. Laughley with a big open stance there. The 1-0 pitch, similar there to the first pitch of the at-bat, but that one misses off the plate. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Orton running over at first base, gets his lead. The pitch on its way, fouled straight back to the screen. And we'll have a 2-1 pitch coming here on Trevor Laughley. In center field, Cameron Franklin for Valley playing more towards that left center field mark. So a big gap right now sitting off into right center field. The outfield for Valley playing shallow here. That one's going to be a high chopper, or that one's going to be actually hit out in the left center field all the way to the wall. The first one we've seen going to the wall, coming around third, and going to score is Orton going into third. The tag not going to be in time is going to be Trevor Laughley, and Panguitch now showing some signs of life here with 2 outs in the fourth inning. An RBI triple for Trevor Laughley. That one I thought was just going to be kind of a high infield, maybe kind of a chopper, but that one had a little more distance on it, and there with the left fielder for Valley, Gavin Hoyt, kind of playing the line a little bit more, and the center fielder, Franklin, was already playing more towards the gap. That one just split him. A quick visit from the mound, I believe, from head coach Joseph Sorensen, probably just to make sure his pitcher's calm and collected here. With 2 outs, you can still get out of the inning with limited damage with only allowing the 1 run. Here's Remington Viator coming to the plate, and Viator takes the first pitch low and inside for a ball. It's 1-0 the count. Viator 0 for 1, grounded to second, and there he's going to roll this one over to first. This should get the inning over, and that's a ground ball. Nice job fielded by Wood, and the inning is over. However, Panguitch gets one here in the fourth. We head to the fifth. It's Valley 7, Panguitch 1. You're watching the 2017 Class 1A State Baseball Championship game here on KSL.com and DeseretNews.com.
After 4 complete innings, the score is Valley 7 and Panguitch 1. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, your favorite concessions are available this afternoon on the concourse level here at Brent Brown Ballpark. Stop by and get your favorite concessions now open on the concourse. Leading off the fifth inning for Valley is the designated hitter, number 13, Connor Chamberlain.
So Connor Chamberlain, the designated hitter for Valley, will stand in to lead it off. Chamberlain came in to hit back in the third inning. He gets the first pitch and misses for a ball one. 1 ball and no strikes here on Connor Chamberlain. Chamberlain walked and I believe got stranded on the bases in the third. That one in there for a called strike, and it evens the count up at 1-1. Remington Viator will at least get the opportunity here to start the fifth inning for Panguitch. As right now, the Bobcats trying to get back in this one, trailing 7-1. The pitch swung out and missed, and it's going to be 1-2 the count here on Chamberlain. It will be Chamberlain and then Garrett Spencer and Casey Reck, 8-9-1. Right here, the 1-2 pitch misses away for a ball, and it evens the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. As really what Panguitch needs right now is a 1-2-3 inning to try to work through this and get back up with no runs on the board, and that's going to be a big help right there as Chamberlain goes down swinging here for the first out of the fifth inning. 6 strikeouts for Viator on the day, and now with 1 gone, we go back to Garrett Spencer. Spencer has walked, singled, and grounded out back in his last at bat back in the first inning. As what a morning and early afternoon for baseball here from Orem. The weather has turned out to be almost perfect for this ball game. The pitch on its way. That one's going to be lifted into center field. Coming over, getting under, and then kind of making a catch, but it's going to come out of his glove. As he went back on it, it was Brinkerhoff who had it in his glove, and then as he's falling to the ground, the ball came out. And so it's going to end up being a long, I don't know if they're going to rule, I would imagine they would rule that some kind of an error, but nothing's gone up on the scoreboard yet. So Garrett Spencer, I think they're going to give him, they're going to rule that a base hit anyway, it looks like. Pitch misses away for a ball, and it's 1-0 here on Casey Reck, or at least that's what they've put on the scoreboard here at the ballpark anyway. It's 1-0 the count on Casey Reck. Reck has singled and scored a run, hit into a fielder's choice, and then lined out to first as there they'll look the runner back to the bag. Both of these teams played in the 1A South region this year. And that one's going to be hit into right center field. That's going to fall for a base hit. Over to cut it off. Torgerson kind of bobbling the baseball. Then we'll get a good throw in, but Garrett Spencer was going to go first to third, probably without a throw no matter what. And now with 1 gone, runners on the corners, McLean Roundy, who's got 2 hits in the ball game for Valley coming up. And this is the part of the lineup that you don't want to face right now if you're Panguitch. You have McLean Roundy, who's reached in all 3 of his at-bats. On deck, you have Orrin Wood, who's reached in all 3 of his at-bats. Both of those next 2 hitters have scored 4 of the 7 Valley runs, and they have 4 of the now 9 hits as they'll throw over to first, everybody back. opportunity for Valley to get that run back that they gave up in the bottom of the 4th inning. The pitch on its way, a breaking ball that misses high for ball 1. It's 1 ball and no strikes here on McLean Roundy. Running over at third base is Garrett Spencer. It's Casey Reck over at first here, and the 1-0 pitch on its way right there for a ball on the outside corner. That one just kind of there nibbling the corner, but couldn't quite get there and taken for a ball. It's 2 balls and no strikes to count here on McLean Roundy. Double play depth up the middle with Golding and Reck, and the 2-0 pitch on its way, foul back to the screen. It's 2-1 the count here on McLean Roundy. Panguitch had Jaron Fransden warming up down in the bullpen back in the 4th inning, but he has since sat down for the Bobcats. Here's the 2-1 pitch on its way, and the runner takes off. The throw is going to come down, and they're going to nail him at second base for the second out of the inning. A nice job. I don't think that Valley there and Casey Reck was expecting the throw to come down, but they're going to get him with ease for the second out of the inning. Garrett Spencer, I think, was going to, once the throw came down, I think he was going to try to break, but a nice heads-up play there by Panguitch to get the second out of the inning. The 3-1 pitch now is going to be chopped up the middle. This is going to be a tough play. Orton back on his throw across the diamond. It's going to be close, but they got him to end the inning. And a big couple of outs there for Panguitch to keep the runs off the board in the 5th inning. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning at Brent Brown Ballpark. It's Valley 7, Panguitch 1. The Bobcats have some more work to do here after the break. You're watching KSL.com and DeseretNews.com, the 2017 Class 1A Utah State Baseball Championship game here on KSL.com and DeseretNews.com. So Dallin Torgerson will lead it off here for Panguitch. 8-9-1. Torgerson, Fossen, and then back to the top of the lineup with Jace Iyer here coming up for the Panguitch Bobcats. They need to get something going here and get a couple of runs back here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Starting to run out of outs as Torgerson takes the first pitch for a ball, 1-0. The second pitch on its way home, that one right there on the outside corner for a called strike. And the count evens up at 1 ball, 1 strike here on Dallin Torgerson. Here's the 1-1 pitch, that one right off the plate for a ball, and it's 2 balls and a strike here on Torgerson. You think of it, Panguitch has 9 outs left to work with here in this one. The 2-1 pitch, that one's going to skip to the backstop. It's ball 3, 3-1 the count on Dallin Torgerson. So you really think of it, trailing by 6 runs, you need to probably get a couple here in each inning, as again, a right-hander starts to throw. That's Fransden, gets loose down in the Panguitch bullpen. The 3-1 pitch misses ball 4, and Dallin Torgerson on with a leadoff walk here in the 5th. Which is going to help right there to get the leadoff man on. That's something Panguitch, they did it back in the 1st inning, but that's been the only time this afternoon they've been able to get the leadoff man on. The first pitch there to Wiley Fossen misses high for a ball. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Fossen popped out to the second baseman, his lone at bat. Here, this one inside and tight. Fossen lowers his head there, takes that one just above the head for a ball, and it's 2-0 the count on Wiley Fossen. Running over at first base is Dallin Torgerson. The 2-0 pitch in there for a called strike, and it's 2-1. Garrett Spencer, the starting pitcher for Valley, has been kind of just put it on cruise control. today. The 2-1 pitch is going to be popped up. This one will go foul, and we'll have another 2-2 pitch coming here to Wiley Fossen. Double play depth here for Valley up the middle with Reck and Golding playing up the middle at the double play depth. The 2-2 pitch on its way. Fossen fouls this one back to the netting. We'll do the 2-2 pitch over again. Franston continuing to get loose. The Valley bullpen's been quiet. Here's the pitch on its way, and that one by Fossen's hit out to right center field, but coming over, running under it is Heaton. He'll make the catch. This quick throw back over to first to try to get Torgerson's not going to be in time. There's one gone here in the 5th inning.
Catcher, number 24, Jace Ayer.
So Jace Ayer now, who has walked twice in the ball game, does not have a technical official at bat because those 2 walks will stand in. One gone here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Panguitch needing to get something here on the board. The pitch is going to be swung on. This one's lined into right center field. That's going to fall. Coming over is Heaton. He's in really shallow, almost center field there to collect it. And Panguitch now has runners on at first and second with one gone. And Parker Brinkerhoff, the center fielder, will stand in. Brinkerhoff has popped out to first and also flown out to center in the ball game. The ball getting away from the Panguitch bullpen. They'll collect that and get that back to their pitcher warming up down there. The bullpen's here at Brent Brown Ballpark on the field. And the pitch on its way, a fastball that stays high for a ball. It's 1-0 on Brinkerhoff. So occasionally a ball gets past the catcher. It's going to get towards that home plate area. They'll just call time and collect the baseball. The 1-0 pitch, Brinkerhoff over towards third. Roundy will touch the third base bag, throws across the diamond and making the pick, but his foot came off the bag. Was Orrin Wood over at first base. Almost a tremendous double play there, but instead it will be just a 1 out. They'll have runners still at first and second, but a heads-up play by Valley. They at least find a way to get the lead run there for the second out of the inning, and Christopher Parkin will come to the plate. Parkin is hit into a fielder's choice and then grounded out to McLean Roundy at third base in his last plate appearance. Pitch on its way, and that one in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1 the count here on Parkin. Ayer running over at second base, Brinkerhoff running over at first. The pitch on its way, and Parkin fouls that one back to the screen. Good sized crowds for both schools, filling the bleachers here at Brent Brown Ballpark. There's a ground ball to third. McLean Roundy fields it. He will tag third base, and the inning is over. So Panguitch finds a way to get a couple of runners on, but they can't get the runs across. We head to the 6th. It is going to be Panguitch trailing Buffalo by a score, or trailing Valley by a score of 7-1. We head to the 6th here on KSL.com and DeseretNews.com.
Correction, 2 left out there. Another reminder, ladies and gentlemen, to return the foul balls to the dugout area. Thank you.
Well, we head to the top of the 6th inning here at Brent Brown Ballpark in Orem, Utah. And leading off, it's going to be Orrin Wood, the first baseman. It will be Wood, Golding, and Franklin, 4, 5, and 6 coming up here for the Valley Buffaloes, who lead this one by a score of 7-1 here in the 1A State Baseball Championship game. 6 outs remain for both these teams offensively. And the first pitch on its way is rolled foul over towards the first base dugout for Orrin Wood. It's no balls and a strike to count. Wood has had a pretty good ball game for Valley. Has an RBI double, a single, a walk, and has scored 2 runs for the Buffaloes. Here's the 0-1 pitch on its way home. The kick and the delivery. This one's going to be rolled right out in front of home plate, but they're going to say foul. So I think it might have gotten Orrin Wood there on the foot here as he's kind of shaking it off here around the home plate area. A couple coaches for Valley will come out and make sure he's okay. If you're just joining us, Valley scoring 1 in the first, 4 in the third, 2 more in the fourth to take a 7-1 lead over Panguitch here. And right now, Panguitch has just hasn't been able to swing the bats quite as well. Although one thing to keep in mind, the Bobcats won both the ball games this year. They scored 6 runs and 9 runs in those ball games, winning back in August 6-4 and then winning in September 9-1. The 0-2 pitch on its way home. That one's going to be chopped up the middle towards second. Getting back on is Orton. He'll throw to first in time, and there's one away here in the 6th inning. A nice job there by Orrin Wood to get there and make the good throw, and with 1 gone, it will bring up Danny Golding. And we're, I believe, going to have a pinch hitter for Golding here. No, we're going to have a visit out to the mound, it looks like, and I think that the day is going to come to an end here for the right-hander, Viator. We'll see here what the changes are going to be here. I don't think it's going to be Fransden. I believe that's the catcher. We'll see here as Viator will head to the dugout. We'll see here how they're going to get this sorted out here. For that, they're going to run. It's going to be Fransden coming in from the dugout, and we'll see here if it's going to be Fransden on the hill or if it's going to be Fransden just in the field. As coming off is going to be, I believe that's Torgerson coming in from right field. So the day could be done for Torgerson and right. Fransden will move to the mound here. We'll step aside here. We'll get everything sorted out for you here while Fransden takes his warm-up tosses. You're watching the 2017 Class 1A Utah State Baseball Tournament here on KSL.com and DeseretNews.com.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Panguitch, number 34, Jaron Franson. Moving from catcher to right field is number 24, Chase Air. Moving from pitcher to catcher is number 11, Remington Bader.
So the changes, you may have got it over the PA here, but the changes that were made, Connor Ayer stays in the ballgame, moves out to right field. Vader, the pitcher, will move from pitcher to catcher. And the first pitch in there, a called strike to Danny Golding. The new pitcher will be Jaron Fransden, the senior right-hander, will come in right now and looking to try to just keep Valley off the scoreboard here and not to dig a deeper deficit here for Panguitch. There's a ground ball hit to Orton. He'll come up with it. He'll throw it first in time, and there's 2 away. So a good start if you're Jaron Fransden, and with 2 gone, it will bring up Cameron Franklin. Franklin's been hit by a pitch, is hit into a fielder's choice, and had an RBI single back in the 4th inning. Looking to try to see if Franklin can get something going. Here with 2 outs for the Valley Buffaloes, the pitch on its way. Bunt shown, and they pull it back. Franklin, well, they're going to say he went for a strike, and it's 0-1 here on Cameron Franklin. Infield playing back here up the middle. Corners playing kind of even with the bag. Boston Ingolstadt at third, maybe playing a step or 2 in. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Franklin. And Franklin fouls this one back to the screen, and it'll be no balls and 2 strikes the count now on Cameron Franklin. We're in the top of the 6th inning here at Brent Brown Ballpark. It's the 2017 Class 1A State Baseball Championship game. The Valley Buffaloes, the visiting team in the all-gray uniforms. And the 0-2 pitch on its way, and Franklin pops this one up and sends this one foul, and we'll have another 0-2 pitch. The Panguitch Bobcats, the home team right now, in the blue tops and gray pants right here. Here's the 0-2 pitch, about ready to come home. The kick and the delivery on its way. Swung out and missed, strike 3. Fransden gets his first strikeout of the afternoon, and it ends the top of the 6th inning, but boy, still a lot of work to do if you're Panguitch. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's Valley 7, Panguitch 1. You're watching the 2017 Class 1A Utah State Baseball Championship game on KSL.com and DeseretNews.com.
For Valley in the 6th inning, no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. Leading up for Panguitch in the 6th inning is the 3rd baseman, number 8, Boston Ingolstadt.
Well, some work to do for the Panguitch Bobcats here in the bottom of the 6th inning, as Boston Ingolstadt will stand in and lead it off, and the first pitch in there for a called strike on Ingolstadt. Ingolstadt is hit into a fielder's choice and also grounded out to third in his only other plate appearance. The 0-1 pitch in there for a called strike, and it's 0-2 here on Ingolstadt. Ingolstadt, Orton, and Laughley, 4, 5, and 6 coming up here. And the 0-2 pitch on its way, a fastball that misses outside, and now moves to 1-2 the count here on Boston Ingolstadt. Ready to go, the 1-2 pitch on its way, breaking ball. Ingolstadt makes contact, but basically just kind of taps that one foul, and it's 1-2 the count here on Ingolstadt. Ingolstadt is hit to a fielder's choice and grounded out 0-2 on the afternoon for Panguitch. Bobcats need some base runners here. The 1-2 pitch is going to miss low for a ball. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Bobcats have 6 outs to work with to try to get back in this one. Here, the 2-2 pitch on its way. That one misses off the plate, ball 3. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes the count here on Boston Ingolstadt. The 3-2 pitch on its way. That one's going to be fouled down the right field line. Hit hard, but hit off the over down by the equipment area, and the count goes to 3 balls and 2 strikes on Boston Ingolstadt. Infield playing back here for Valley. The 3-2 pitch on its way. Breaking ball stays high, ball 4. The breaking ball just never broke. That will be the 4th walk on the afternoon for Garrett Spencer. And now that will bring up A.C. Orton. Orton has flown out to right and then singled back in the 4th. He had the first hit of the ball game for Panguitch. There's a breaking ball that misses away for a ball. It's 1-0. The Bobcats only have 3 hits on the entire afternoon, 1 run on 3 hits, and 2 defensive errors for Panguitch. The 1-0 pitch, that one's going to be one hop to third. Roundy goes to second for 1, but the throw gets past the second baseman into shallow right field. Heaton comes up with it but can't field it cleanly, and that will allow Ingolstadt to move to third, and it will be, I believe, the first fielding error on the afternoon against Valley, and now that will put runners on the corners, nobody out, and it's going to bring up Trevor Loftley to the plate. Loftley with the lone RBI. He had an RBI triple back in the 6th inning. And we're seeing the center fielder, Franklin. He is playing, they're basically right now have 2 outfielders in left field. Trevor Loftley stands in, and he's a pull hitter. But right now, if he was to time anything up the middle, and the pitch gets in there for a called strike, he has pretty much the entire center field area there, and just where there's nobody. You can tell Valley's playing him to pull, and he swings through the second pitch. It's 0-2 the count. Runners on at first and third with no outs. 7-1 lead here for Panguitch, or sorry, for Valley. That one's going to be fouled back to the screen. We'll have the 0-2 pitch again. A.C. Orton was taking off with the pitch, and he got to second base before found out it was foul. No balls and 2 strikes, bottom of the 6th inning. Panguitch with 6 outs to work with. The 0-2 pitch stays high, runner takes off. The throw is going to get above and almost into center field. Had it not been for Casey Reck backing it up, that one gets it to center field. Give a stolen base there to A.C. Orton. And Panguitch now with runners on at second and third, nobody out. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That one's pulled over to third. McLean knocks it down, kept it in front of him. He's going to have to hurry the throw, and there will be no throw. And Panguitch has the bases loaded here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And they're going to rule that an error against McLean Roundy. And now the bases are loaded. That's 2 errors in the inning against McLean Roundy. And the second error of the inning here against the Valley Buffaloes. And now it will be Viator, the pitcher, and he will roll this one foul. Well, Viator now the catcher, I should say, but got the start on the hill for Panguitch. And nothing, I think, would make him feel better right now than if he was to find a way to knock one through to the outfield, get a couple of runs in, and kind of chip into that lead. The 0-1 pitch, that one missing low below the knees, and it evens the count up at 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch on its way. Viator takes that one. It's off the glove. Coming in from third. The throw to the plate will be late, and getting in underneath the tag is Ingolstadt. And Panguitch has found a way to get a run home. The other 2 runners will each move up 90 feet. And so Panguitch there getting some help as that one just skipped past right there. And now runners will be on at second and third with nobody out. And Remington Viator has a shot here to kind of see if he can really kind of chip back in. A base hit here has a good chance at scoring Loftley. And here's the 2-1 pitch. That one's popped up, and this one will go foul, and we'll do the 2-2 pitch over again. On deck, we should say, is not going to be Dallin Torgerson. It's actually going to be the pitcher. That's Jaron Fransden, who's on deck. Here's the 2-2 pitch on its way, and that one's going to be rolled down the first baseline. That should get the run home. The throw to first will be in time to retire Viator, but coming in to score is A.C. Orton. So Viator does a nice job there to at least get the 1 run in. There's the first out of the 6th inning, and now we will have the pitcher, Jaron Fransden, hitting. Fransden takes the first pitch, ball 1. It's 1 ball and no strikes here on the Panguitch pitcher, trying to help his own cause here as he kind of puts that front foot, kind of pulls open and swings through it, and the count evens up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Panguitch getting 2 back here in the 6th. trailing by 4 here with 5 outs to play with, and that one swung out and missed as Fransden there just kind of chases the pitch out of the zone, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes the count on Jaron Fransden. Here's the 0-2 pitch on its way. That one right on the outside corner for a ball, and the count moves to 2-2. The Valley faithful there were looking for a strike right there, but didn't get it. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Fransden swings and misses, strike 3. That is strikeout number 3 on the afternoon for Garrett Spencer. And now with 2 gone, it will bring up Wiley Fossen. Fossen 0 for 2 as a pop out to second and flew out to right. And his first at bat will stand in. Fossen trying to keep the inning alive. The breaking ball misses off the plate for a ball. It's 1-0 the count here on Fossen. If nothing else, Panguitch has at least kind of chipped into this one here with a couple of runs. Fossen will foul that one away, and we'll have a 1-1 pitch, which here really helps if you're Panguitch, because it at least chips into that deficit. We're heading into the bottom of the 7th inning, your last chance. You don't have to necessarily have a big crooked number. That one's going to be lined into center field. No, right to the shortstop, Golding, who gloves it, and the 6th inning comes to an end. 2 runs across, however, though, for Panguitch, cuts into the lead. We head to the 7th. It's Valley 7, Panguitch 3, here on KSL.com and DeseretNews.com.
The totals for Panguitch in the 6th inning: 2 runs on no hits, 2 errors, 1 left on base. After 6 complete innings, the score is Valley 7 and Panguitch 3.
So we head to the top of the 7th inning. Valley right now trying to maybe get another run or 2 to kind of increase and protect their lead as we head to the 7th inning. Gavin Hoyt, the left fielder, will lead it off, and the first pitch on its way to Hoyt is in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1, the count on the Valley left fielder. Hoyt 1 for 3 with a strikeout, a 2-run RBI single, and then also a fly out to center. The 0-1 pitch from Fransden on his way is popped up. This one will go foul, and we'll have the 0-2 pitch now coming here to Gavin Hoyt. Braxton Heaton on deck, and then it would be Connor Chamberlain to follow the bottom part. 7, 8, 9 coming up. The 0-2 pitch. Fastball swung out and missed. Strike 3. Jaron Fransden has his second strikeout of the afternoon. And there's one gone here in the 7th for Braxton Heaton. Heaton has grounded out, struck out, and flew out. So Heaton here will look to try to see if he can keep things going here in the top of the 7th inning and try to get something started for Valley. The pitch on its way is fouled off. That one came on the inside part of the bat, just kind of jamming Heaton there, and he did a nice job to make contact and foul it back, but at the end of the day, it's going to be strike 1. The 0-1 pitch ready to go on its way. That one's going to be chopped over towards first. A nice backhanded scoop by Wood. He'll win the foot race to the bag, and there's 2 gone here in the 7th. Nice job there by Orrin Wood, the or sorry, not Orenwood. That is the first baseman, Christopher Parkin. Parkin did a nice job there with the backhand, that kind of difficult backhand, and Parkin just easily won the foot base. Logan Dean, the hitter, he swings and pops this first one a mile high into the air. Trying to run it down was the catcher. That was Veter, but he just couldn't get there. It'll be no balls and a strike to count here. So Logan Dean to pinch hit, number 6. The junior will hit here for Chamberlain. Here in the 7th inning, no balls and a strike to count. The pitch on its way to Dean is going to be hit off the end of the bat. This one will be sent foul, however, and we'll have another 0-2 pitch coming here to Logan Dean. Ready to go. Here's the 0-2 pitch on its way home, and fastball missing low for a ball, and the count moves to 1 ball and 2 strikes. The count on Logan Dean. Due up in the bottom of the 7th inning, it's the top of the Panguitch lineup with Ayer, Brinkerhoff, and Parkin. That one's going to be inside, but just missing for a ball. That's 2 balls and 2 strikes now on the left-handed hitting Logan Dean. Here's the 2-2 pitch, about ready to come home. The kick and the delivery on its way, and that one's going to be rolled over towards first. Fielding it is Parkin, who will win the foot race to the bag, and the inning is over. So Franston comes in and throws up a couple of zeros for Panguitch. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning. It will bring up Jace Ayer, Parker Brinkerhoff, and Christopher Parkin. Panguitch needs 4 to tie, 5 to win the state championship. We'll find out what happens after the break. Valley, they're 3 outs away from winning a state title here on KSL.com and DeseretNews.com. So bottom of the 7th inning, it's going to end up being here the last chance for Panguitch. They got the top of the lineup, though, coming up here against the right-hander Garrett Spencer. Jace Ayer, the catcher to lead it off, has reached base all 3 times for Panguitch this afternoon. 2 walks and a single in the 5th. The first pitch in there for a called strike, and it's 0-1. The count here on Jace Ayer. No balls and a strike. The pitch on its way home is going to be swung on and popped up into center field. It's Franklin calling everyone off, and there's 1 gone here in the 7th inning. So Valley now 2 outs away from their first state championship since 2014-2015 school year, as Parker Brinkerhoff will come to the plate. Brinkerhoff 0 for 3, did reach on a fielder's choice back in the 5th. The pitch on its way, swung out and missed. It's 0-1 on Parker Brinkerhoff. Ready to go. The right-hander kicks and delivers the 0-1 pitch. That one's right there for a called strike. And Parker Brinkerhoff down 0-2 to Garrett Spencer. Ready to go. The 0-2 pitch on its way. That one's going to be grounded. Into left center field for a base hit past the diving shortstop Golding. And there's a base hit with 1 gone for Parker Brinkerhoff. And that will bring up Christopher Parkin, the first baseman. Parkin 0 for 3, has hit into a fielder's choice, grounded out to third twice. So Parkin ready to go. Brinkerhoff getting his lead over at first. The Pitch on its way. Parkin rolls this one right back to the pitcher. They'll throw to second, but they overthrow the second baseman, and everybody's going to be safe. What I would assume is going to be a fielding error against Parkin, and it will. Or sorry, not against Parkin, but against Garrett Spencer. And now runners on at first and second with one gone, and that's going to bring up Boston Ingolstadt. Ingolstadt is hit into a fielder's choice, grounded to third, walked, and came around to score a run. The tying run for Panguitch now in the on-deck circle, and A.C. Orton. Here's the pitch to Ingolstadt. That one missing low for a ball. It's 1-0 the count here on Ingolstadt. Working here from the stretch. Spencer kicks and delivers this one low and in the dirt. A good block behind the plate by Cox. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Clay Cox doing the catching for Valley, not hitting in the lineup, has done a good job behind the plate this afternoon. The 2-0 pitch, that one stays high, ball 3, and it's 3-0 the count here on Ingolstadt. Garrett Spencer now a ball away from loading the bases. The 3-0 pitch, that one missing outside, ball 4, and Panguitch has loaded the bases here in the bottom of the 7th inning. A.C. Orton now the tying run, and we're going to have a visit out to the mound, as I'm not sure the pitch count that Garrett Spencer's on, but you have to wonder if his arm's beginning to get maybe a little tired here. And looks like we may end up having a pitching change here. A long conference on the mound. A lot of good jobs being said so far here to Garrett Spencer. But Panguitch has the bases loaded. They have one out. And so really right now, if you're Valley, the run that matters is that run that's right now coming to the plate in A.C. Orton. So you'll give, in my opinion anyway, I could be wrong, you'll give Panguitch a run here if you trade it for an out. We will have a pitching change here at the ballpark as it will be coming into pitch for Valley. Orrin Wood will come in to pitch. Going to first base, it appears to be number 4, Danny Golding. So Golding will go to first base. And so Orrin Wood will take over on the mound. Golding was the designated hitter for, sorry, Danny Golding was the shortstop moving over there. And then I believe, yeah, that's going to move then. Garrett Spencer will move over to short. So Spencer goes from pitcher to short. And then it moves. There we go. Danny Golding moves from short over to first. And then Orrin Wood goes from first base to the pitcher's mound, as now A.C. Orton will stand in. Orton has a single, a fielder's choice, and a fly out to right. The first pitch, breaking ball that misses for ball 1. It's 1 ball and no strikes here with 1 gone in the bottom of the 7th inning. Panguitch's A.C. Orton right now represents the tying run. The 1-0 pitch on its way inside and misses for a ball. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Trevor Loftley, the left fielder on deck, represents at this point the winning run for Panguitch. If for something crazy were to happen, he were to score. That one's pulled well foul, and it's 2 balls and a strike. They count here on A.C. Orton. Cameron Franklin, the center fielder for Valley, playing in kind of deep left center field. Hoyt playing more towards the line right now, definitely trying to protect the gaps here at the ballpark. The 2-1 pitch misses outside, ball 3, and it's 3-1 the count here on A.C. Orton. Orton came around to score 2 of the 3 runs for Panguitch in the ball game. The 3-1 pitch is going to be lifted into left field. It's going to fall in front of the left fielder Hoyt. 1 run will score. As coming in to score will be Brinkerhoff. Everybody moves up, and now the tying run on the base paths there after the RBI single from A.C. Orton, and now the winning run for Panguitch coming to the plate in Trevor Loftley, who does have an RBI triple on the afternoon. has also struck out and reached on an error. Tying run over at first base. The pitch is gonna, it looks like misses off the plate for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes, as you hear the Valley faithful not happy that that one missed off the plate. And it's 1-0 the count here on Trevor Laughley. The 1-0 pitch is again right there. This time though, it catches the corner and it evens the count up at 1-1 on Trevor Laughley. Big gap out in deep center field right now. Franklin again playing towards that gap. The pitch inside and tight, kind of turning out of the way of this one is Laughley. It's 2 balls and a strike on Trevor Laughley. Parkin running at third, Ingolstead at second, Orton over at first for Panguitch. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That one inside and tight, ball 3, and the count moves to 3-1 here on Laughley. And so what you'll have to do is you'll have Laughley probably thinking dead red. This one hits Laughley, and that will bring in a run. It didn't matter if it didn't hit him, it was ball 4 anyway. And now the leading run and the winning run for Panguitch on the base paths here in the bottom of the 7th inning. The tying run now in scoring position, and you have to think if you're Valley, you may want to consider, I don't know how deep this pitching staff is for the Valley Buffaloes, but you have to kind of wonder if you might see a move here to maybe go make another pitching change here. It's 7-5 with the 2 runs in here in the bottom of the 7th inning. The tying run on second base is A.C. Orton. Now the winning run for Panguitch is Trevor Laughley running over at first base. And Remington Vater will be the hitter. Vater on the day is 0 for 3. Does have an RBI on one of those groundouts. Jaron Franston, the pitcher, in the on-deck circle for Panguitch. The first pitch to Vater is swung out and missed. It's 0-1 the count here on Remington Vater. The Valley faithful trying to give their team some encouragement here with 1 gone in the bottom of the 7th inning. The pitch on its way. That one's going to be swung out, popped up. It's on the infield, however. The infield fly rule was in effect, and so there's 2 outs. And now it will be Jaron Franston will be the hitter. The pitcher here for Panguitch is 0 for 1, went down on strikes. The tying run for the Bobcats on second base with 2 outs. The 3A state championship game last May was decided by a walk-off home run to right field. It came in a similar situation with the tying run on base. And now I think we're going to have a pinch hitter for Franston. They're going to take the bat out of the hands of Franston. We'll see here who the hitter is going to end up being for Panguitch. It's going to be, it looks like, number 4. That's Luis Valenzuela, a senior, will grab the bat here and hit. So Valenzuela now, the game for Panguitch is up to him. There's 2 gone in the bottom of the 7th inning. Bases full. The tying run on at second base. The winning run, Trevor Laughley over at first. The pitch on its way. Fastball misses outside. Ball 1. It's 1 ball and no strikes. You have to wonder if you're Valenzuela right now, if you're not going to make the pitcher, in this case, the right-hander, come into you. That one's fouled straight back to the screen. It evens the count up at 1-1. Orrin Wood, number 12, came on in relief of Garrett Spencer here in the 7th, trying to hold on and get Valley their first state championship since 2014-2015. The pitch on its way. That one just off the plate as Wood was nibbling. It's 2 balls and a strike. Here the count on Luis Valenzuela. The 2-1 pitch, and now Wood will step off the mound here. Running over at third is Ingolstead. A.C. Orton at short, Trevor Laughley over at first. The pitch on its way. Ground ball hit to third. It's going to stay fair. They'll touch third, and Valley is the 2017 Class 1A state baseball champions. So Valley holds on. Panguitch had a great opportunity there to try to rally, and a great job done there by Valley. They get the out they need, and they win the 2017 1A state championship. It's been a fun one here. Congratulations to Valley. Panguitch had a great season and a great run as well. And we will say so long here from Brent Brown Ballpark in Orem, Utah. Valley beats Panguitch 7-5. The Valley Buffaloes, your 2017 Class 1A Utah State Baseball Championship, or champions. Thank you for watching on KSL.com and DeseretNews.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask you to please direct your attention to the field for the Deseret News Awards presentation. Representing the Utah High School Activities Association is Mr. Jim Wood, principal of Valley High School, representing Region 20. And also on the field is the director of baseball for the National Federation of High Schools, Mr. Elliot Hopkins. We begin the awards presentation with the presentation of the second place trophy in the 1A baseball tournament by Mr. Elliot Hopkins to Panguitch High School. Assisting in the presentation is Mr. Rob Cuff, Executive Director of the UHSAA. And now we conclude today's tournament championship award ceremonies by awarding the state championship trophy. Awarding it will be the principal of Valley High School, Jim Wood, representing Region 20, who will present the championship trophy to Valley High School. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Utah High School Activities Association, thanks to the staff of Brent Brown Ballpark and Utah Valley University for assistance in hosting the state baseball championships. We salute Les Schwab Tire Centers for assistance in presenting this tournament. Thank you for your attendance and continued support of high school activities.